What is going on, guys? Will, Command the Truth here with Enrique from Auditing. We're collaborating yet again. We've been working a lot together lately, and I appreciate Enrique for giving me this platform. And I wanted to answer some questions from about myself, a lot of things that's been going on. First things first, right? People be jumping on Enrique's videos like, oh, yo, this is different, or oh, you guys wasted your time looking out for child abuse. Okay, I never realized that looking out for children that were abused is like a bad decision of our time. I love the First Amendment, the Constitution, all freedoms, but looking out for child abuse is also something that's pretty important too, and pedophiles. And that's something that Enrique and I are working on behind the scenes. And if there's the haters here, that's cool, but get out there and audit, right? Because if it's just Enrique doing this, I've said this a million times, then they can go ahead and pigeonhole him. But if we're all doing this, then they can't do that to us. So I just wanted to say who I am a little bit too, because I've been on Enrique's channel a lot lately, and I appreciate that because he's got a huge following, and I want to take some questions from everybody. I know everybody wants to ask Enrique questions, but I'm an activist myself. I do a couple little radio shows. I also run a nonprofit, but I'm big on the DCYF issue, which is Child Protective Services, the pedophilia that's going on, the illegal unconstitutional wars, the NSA spying, all that type of stuff. And I also do audits. I also audit government officials. I call them out. Me and this dude just came from Portsmouth, and we got a spicy ass video coming tomorrow. So check for that video. And I do all sorts of stuff too. I got some interviews too with like some big name people, CIA whistleblowers, Fritz Springmeier, former neuropsychologists, TED Talk authors, the inventor of email, people with multiple degrees from MIT. So I try to do anything I can non-violently, and I really appreciate Enrique for what he's doing. And I want to say one other thing too, because if you've been watching Enrique's videos lately, you've noticed that you see a lot of other auditors, and I'm not calling anybody out because I didn't even know what auditing was until this dude. I've been an activist for years, and I see, why don't you help Josh? So that's another thing too, right? And some people, right, look, the thing is, nobody really knows what's going on with Josh right now. And another thing is too, people are coming at Enrique. Some people are coming at me online like, oh, why are you associating with Josh? Or, oh, why aren't you helping Josh? I've only met Josh once in my whole life. I've seen him at another thing, but him and I were at different places at different times. So I don't even know Josh like that. And I just want to say something on Enrique's behalf about this whole Josh thing, if that's cool with you.
Say whatever you want.
Because, look, right now, I don't know what's going on with Josh, right? Because he's behind bars, right? He could be a good guy, he could be a bad guy, I don't know. But at the end of the day, he's behind bars, right? So we don't know what's going on with Josh. And at the end of the day, like, accountability for all was inspired by Enrique, right? But that doesn't mean Enrique controls him, good or bad. So whatever he does, whether they're good or bad, that's accountability for all. That's Josh's thing, right? So if you guys have any problems with Josh, go direct that to Josh, right? Because that's who should be getting it. Josh, I've only met him once, but the time that I met him, he was mad cool, mad respectful to me. Now, I don't know Josh, right? And Enrique's not sitting here doing background checks on anybody. Enrique just inspired this kid to do audits, right? So Michael Jordan inspired Kobe Bryant to start dribbling through his legs and dunking. So now that Kobe raped the bitch, or whatever he did, he didn't supposedly raped the bitch, allegedly, does that mean Michael Jordan's accountable for that? No. So I know you guys got a lot of stuff to talk about, but guess what? This is not about drama. Oh, Josh did this, Josh did that. Who cares, right? Who cares? If you're so involved in this drama, there's something much better you can do. You can go out there and audit yourself. You can go out there and do a video about the missing children in your local area. You can go ahead and hold corrupt public officials in your area accountable. So all this time about, oh, Josh is good, Josh is bad, da 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 da, it's a waste of time, right? It's a total waste of time. Ask Josh the questions. Go up and visit Josh in prison to hear it from himself. I know Enrique tried to do that, but he wasn't able to do that. So, look, Enrique's out here. He's trying. If you have any questions for Josh, send them to Josh, okay? And as far as we don't know what's going on with the whole situation because we're hearing all this stuff. But Enrique is not responsible for Josh, right? I have a little brother. His name is Matt, right? My brother Matt, he looked up to me so much when we were kids. If Matt rapes and kills a bitch right now, that ain't my fault, right? So let's leave it at that. But what was I saying? I was talking about something. I'm interrupting the shit out of you right now.
Nah, all good, all good. Thank you guys for being here.
Exactly. We are each our own man. And I work with Enrique a lot, right? And people get mad at me. They're like, oh, you're messing up his original audits. And then people get mad at me. Will, why are you going around with this guy? He's a jerk. Oh, you're messing up what you're doing. Guess what? You guys can say whatever the hell you want about me, Enrique, Josh, or Moonstruck, any one of these people. But guess what? We're out here trying, right? We're out here trying. We're non-violently doing stuff. So give us the benefit of the doubt, right? At least give Josh the benefit of the doubt. We don't know what happened to Josh. Let's hear it from Josh first before we start throwing stones at him. I never even met this dude, right? But I know I'm here with Enrique, right? I didn't even know Enrique till recently, but we're here. Him and I have a couple things in common. One is we believe in freedom. We're gonna fight for our freedom by any means necessary, peacefully, but we will defend ourselves if necessary. And we don't like people raping kids. So him and I, guess what? He's the only guy out there with me around. And thank God he came up from where he was at, because and shout out to the people that are doing it around. There's very few, but shoot, there's nobody else out there asking politicians the question, asking about the child trafficking like Enrique, and going up against these corrupt cops. So of course we're gonna work together, because ain't nobody else. Doesn't mean I agree with everything he says. Doesn't mean he agrees with everything I say. Him and I go to rallies, and he's like, hey, look, I don't agree with him on that. I don't agree with him on that, but hey, that's my friend. And that's cool. And even if we aren't friends, we're both working to try to do the same thing. So shouts out to Enrique for having this platform. And the thing is, and what you don't realize is, like, Enrique has helped so many people. He's helped me out. He's helped Josh out. He's helped Joa from Breaking the Flaw out. All these other people, right? And he's going to keep helping people until they give him a good reason not to help him, because that's who he is, right? So that's who he is. Another perfect example, too, is like when we was outside auditing Scientology, and then we went outside the government building, someone would say, oh, you can't film here, this and that. There was some guy with his stroller there, and he says he's a single dad, couldn't get no services, looking for some services. And Enrique's like, yo, if we can help this guy out, look this guy up, try to help this guy out. Now, what if that guy was a fake? What if that was a fake kid robot right there, and he was just scamming people for money? Is that Enrique's fault? No, he's just trying to be nice and help people, right? So anybody that's coming out their face with that is just ridiculous. And I will take a break, because people are like, take a break, Will. Damn. So yes, I will take a break. But yeah, we're here. Bottom line, we're trying to fight for our freedoms. We're doing this out of our own free time, our own dime. Trust me, this dude's not rich. I'm not rich. I'm doing this out of my... You guys see me with the fake-ass microphone, right? Y'all see me with the fake-ass microphone, so y'all know, right? So, hey, I'm trying. If I was really rich and doing this shit, I would have a dope-ass microphone, and I'd be wearing the fancy suit every time. But I got like 2 suits and a couple undershirts, so I'm doing the best I can.
That's right.
You guys got some questions out there?
Yeah, guys. We're here to answer some questions. If anyone has any questions for me, I'm more than glad to answer. Let's read the comments.
We're in Rhode Island right now. Can you get arrested for doing a First Amendment audit if it's considered harassment? That's a good question. Can you get arrested? Well, the thing is, him and I, in the video we did today, I will say this, I'm not going to spoil the video, but I did get assaulted, 1. And 2, they said, oh, you guys are disturbing the peace. And I said, oh, really? And the answer to that question is, it really just depends on what the cop wants to do. Because the cop can just make up something. So he said, you guys are disturbing the peace. I was like, excuse me, I'm not disturbing the peace. I was just assaulted. And last I checked, I have freedom of speech and the freedom of protest. And he was like, yeah, but I was like, okay, so when does freedom of speech and protesting end and disturbing of the peace begin? And they can't answer that question. It's because if they don't like you, it's disturbing the peace or disorderly. Or if they're fine, then they're going to say, oh, First Amendment. So we have to stick up for our rights. The real answer is, how far are you willing to go to stand up for your rights? Because these people have been trained to take them away from you. So the answer is, how far are you willing to stand up for your rights? And another thing I would say about your approach, if you're going to go out there and audit, and thank you for the super chats, because Enrique was buying my snacks down in South Carolina there, and big shout outs to Roasted Studios too. But get out there and do it yourself. And the thing I love about Enrique is he's super cool and polite and well spoken when he first jumps on there. He's not like, oh fuck you pig, oh fuck you, this and that. He's just like, hey, how are you? Can I have your name and badge number? Oh, can you tell me what's your name and what is it that you do here? So being polite also helps too, right? So you can be polite and stand your rights. Now if they start getting tyrannical, then all bets are off. I'm not saying be violent, but you can yell, scream, whatever. But remember, it's not just you and the cop that you're educating or the people coming out. There's all these people watching, and you want to have the moral high ground, and you want to be able to say, hey, guess what? You know, you want to look like you have the moral high ground to the audience. Sorry, I'm trying to. I'll say. Sorry.
You're good. I'm over here reading the comments. So I saw a good question. Somebody asked if you have any proof about Pat Crowley.
Okay, so the proof about Pat Crowley is this. It's not necessarily proof, but what Pat Crowley is, he's the political director of the NEARI. The NEA is National Education Association. They've been around for a very long time, well over 100 years. They were corrupted over 100 years ago on record by the Carnegie and Rockefeller influences. Now, the NEA today is the largest union here in Rhode Island State. Around that, they're not only the teachers union, but they also do social workers, and they also do the local media as well as other people. So there's a bill here in Rhode Island that was attempted to be passed because Rhode Island is one of 6 states where there's a loophole right now where teachers can actually have sex with their kids and not get in trouble for it. So teachers can now rape, and same thing with priests. You can technically legally rape kids here in this state. It's absolutely crazy. So Pat Crowley, and I have the photo of it, they were trying to pass this bill that would close that loophole to stop teachers raping their students and priests raping their kids. And Pat Crowley wrote his name down against the bill. So I just simply asked him, why did you oppose this bill? And then he basically got really upset about this. Now, I did have some other people do some digging, and we did find that he had a Instagram account called Crowley767 or something like that. And then he also had an X-Hamster account, which is a porn account, with the same name. And I believe, I tried to look those up, and now the Instagram is done, and they're all down. So I made him aware that I did have that information. That's the only proof I have. The proof I do have is he stood up against the bill that would stop teachers from raping their kids. And I've asked him about that, and I went back and asked him again with angry parents, and he still won't tell me to answer all these other questions about it, and he'll finesse and ask questions about my suit, but he can't say that he doesn't like having sex with kids. So hopefully you guys can call the NEARI and say, hey, why is this guy still working there?
Let's see who else has another question. Where was oh, by the way, thank you guys for the donations.
That's a good question. Someone put up there the financial statements of whatever people are getting from PayPal. I don't know. I can't speak for anybody else, but right now my YouTube channel is not monetized. I still need a few more views. I need 4,000 views in the next few years. So if you guys want to go to YouTube/Demand the Truth and leave like my annoying ass on replay so I can get to 4,000 views, I'm not even monetized, right? So, but I am all about transparency, right? So I can't speak for Enrique, but once I start getting some money, hopefully one day from YouTube, and I can quit this, I am on Patreon too, for Patreon/Demand the Truth. If you guys want to hook me up there so I can quit this and do this full time with Enrique. But in the meantime, hey, like I get like $66 on Patreon. I can show you. I'll show you the screenshots that I got. But yeah.
Let's see what else we got. Thank you, Jason. Let's see who's got a question.
Who is Turtle Boy?
We don't know who that is.
We actually don't know, yeah. We just talked about Josh, and we just said we don't know what's going on with that, but we're keeping an open mind and sticking up for him because we don't know what's going on. And until we hear from him, then we can't say. And just keep in mind, Josh.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him.
He tried to go over, and they didn't let him in. I believe Josh is on October 3rd. But our take on it is this: he's his own guy, so we don't know what's going on. Everybody's innocent until proven guilty, and that's the way we treat people, as they're innocent until proven guilty. And if it comes out that Enrique's some messed up dude or somebody else is some messed up dude, then I'll just avow. But guess what? Everybody's innocent until proven guilty, and guess what? He's his own person. right? So if I right now went crazy and just beat the shit out of somebody, is Enrique responsible for that? No, not at all.
Yeah, so that's exactly how I feel. I know that I can tell you that Josh got illegally arrested for sure. I can tell you that maybe it was a miscommunication between the attorneys and whoever they spoke with. Maybe there was a miscommunication about whether Josh had bail or not. But these people are tyrants, so we just need to wait till Josh comes out and or gives me a call, and I'll tell you what he told me. We will have a word. I'm sure he doesn't mind saying whatever happened in Auditing America.
Someone asked, what was your first audit and how did it go? I think that's a good question.
Where was my first audit? My first audit was in Kissimmee, Florida, in Orlando. I actually lost the video. I didn't have my channel set up yet.
And I see a lot of people saying you guys should come down here. We come down here. Hey, look, Roasted Studios was awesome. They sent us down there and allowed us to do some investigations, some audits. We made the local news down there. And if you guys want us to come down there, I had somebody else inbox me the other day like, hey, what would it take for you to come out to California and cover the vaccine stuff? I was like, all you have to do is cover the airfare and give me a spot to post up and maybe some food. That's all I need. Like I don't charge or anything. I don't know about Enrique, but I definitely don't charge or anything. And so yeah, I mean that's a cool thing about auditing. He's living up to the name, Auditing America, because he's not just doing Rhode Island. He's done Florida. And guess what? We got some trips coming up. We got some trips just this weekend and next week that you guys. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be really dope. And
tomorrow's video is gonna be very good, guys. You guys have to check it out. It's definitely a tyrant alert. So tomorrow, 9 a.m. Check out for my video, 9 in the morning. You guys are gonna love it. You're gonna be very sad about the way these public servants behave, and over here in what was the name of New Hampshire. We were in New Hampshire.
And trust me, we're going places too. Like, I mean, every time we get a day off, him and I will go to Boston. We'll go to New Hampshire. We got some trips coming up. We don't want to tell everybody where we're going to be going, but we're going to be going. We're going to be hitting some places up positively and peacefully, and we're going to be auditing the day. It's going to be auditing America. You know what I'm saying? He's auditing the whole country here.
That's the goal. Yeah, we can't wait to go to the West Coast. Thank you, Steven Morales.
Yo, keep exposing secret societies. We most assuredly will do that, too.
Steven, hit me up on Facebook. Yeah, guys, find us on Facebook, Auditing America. Join the public group. If you're a troll, you're welcome to come over. We need more people over there.
Audit the White House. Guess what? We're going to be doing Washington, D.C. soon enough. We're going to be doing New York City soon enough. And guess what? Like, we're taking the money out of our own pockets. So it's not like we're going to keep doing it thank you to the people that donated to Enrique and keep doing it. But we're going to keep doing this with or without you guys. So just know that we're fighting for our freedom. This is not about us or anything like that. It's about our rights. It's about our freedom. It's about having the children of the next generation grow up in a free world.
What do we use donations for?
Gas,
I don't really
rental car.
I don't really ask for donations in my channel. The times that I've done it, I could count them with like one hand, and I've been doing this for almost a year now. And trust me, it's not 5. So I do share. If an auditor gets arrested or something, I always go live and I say, hey, go support him. Like I did with Mexican Padilla. I don't know Mexican Padilla. He's from California. I don't know what happened. I don't know what are the details from his case. But all I know, this guy's out there fighting for freedom. And he got arrested. I think he's still arrested. So I also encourage you guys, check out Mexican Padilla. find out what happened to him. This guy's a freedom fighter. He's always done the right thing. I have strongly believed that he got illegally arrested. He's been in jail for a long time. Feel sorry about that. I'm terribly sad about what happened to Josh. He's in jail for doing absolutely nothing. Cops just ran and grabbed 36 people and just took them all. It was crazy. They were pepper spraying people. They were, they were going crazy. Prosecutors want to dismiss charges. The judge is a tyrant too. Wants to continue with charges that they don't have any probable cause. It's just insane. So anyway, yeah, if, whatever donations we get, we put them towards wherever we're going. We're spending way more than than what we're getting in donations for sure. But it goes towards that.
And on my Patreon, Patreon.com/Demand the Truth, I got 6 Patreons for $66 a month. I usually use it on upping my phone bill to get higher speed, and I've recently bought a new phone. It's still a piece of crap phone, but it's new to me. And what I would do if I got all my subscribers to give me $1 on Patreon is I'd quit my job and I would investigate, interview, and audit police and everybody in between all day. That's what I would do.
What do I think about M Against the Press? I think he's great.
Yeah, six Patreons, $66. Illuminati confirmed. So can someone please donate in that way, or take $1 out so it's not Illuminati confirmed? We'll be coming down to Maryland soon enough, for sure.
You die 69. Okay. You're not gonna unsubscribe. I'm gonna block you. Because I don't need you here. If you're just gonna, be.
Someone's asking this question. What do you think about Rhode Island now with the audits? I think they've asked it a couple times, maybe too.
Rhode Island is a new place now, guys. This place is like, they are well aware that people are gonna be filming the police.
I do have a YouTube channel. It's Demand the Truth. YouTube.com/Demand the Truth. And thanks to Enrique, because he's went and educated all these cops and done an audit of almost every, I think there's only one that he hasn't done, which is on this island out there, Rock Island. He's done, I think, every single police station, let alone all the other government buildings. And now, because of that, they sent a memo around to teach them how to deal with people, to respect the First Amendment. This one guy has completely changed how cops interact with people here in Rhode Island. One guy. Can you imagine if 50 people audited with him? We could go do something else with our lives,
That's all it takes. Everyone to pick up a camera, go out there, record your government employees, and we'll definitely have a safer community.
Yep, Washington D.C. Someone said they'll send us out to Atlanta. I'll definitely go.
What do you guys want us to audit?
Someone said Framingham, Mass, which is right over the line. We should do that too.
What do you guys want us to audit?
San Diego, huh? Thank you for subscribing to Demand the Truth. Yeah, and San Diego's beautiful. We're going to go out there and audit that one for sure. I had a public pool to test the limits. That's interesting, an idea.
No, I wouldn't do that.
New Jersey, Lawrence, Mass. We were just there.
New Haven, Connecticut.
Why did the transgender video get taken down?
Why did the transgender video get taken down? Because a lot of people didn't like it, and you guys were right. I shouldn't promote a video where somebody's putting shame into another person's for their sexual orientation. It's just not right. I shared it because I was like, oh my God, this guy asked me to share it. I saw the video. I was like, I do not agree with this, but I'm still going to share it to see what people think. But a lot of people were giving me crap about it, so, I took it down. That's the truth.
And him and I are in a goal, too. Eventually, hopefully, one day, we'll go and audit every state house in the country. So that's on our list, too. We've done a few.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, and why can't we bring our phones in courthouses? Well, it's technically unconstitutional. There's some people that it actually happens in the DMV here in Rhode Island too, and they're suing just because people aren't flexing their rights and people are not suing because they're tyrants. They think that they can have all the cameras there. They think that they can spy on you with the body cams and the NSA and the wiretapping and the FBI, but you can't have a phone because you're a slave. That's how it works.
Lake County, Florida. Brian, I don't even know who that guy is.
Sonic Lodge audits. Yeah, we're gonna do some more of those too.
Minnesota Guardian in St. Paul, Minnesota. I'll check them out, bro.
Yeah, attorneys bring their phones into the courthouse. They walk right by the pat downs and the metal detector.
What's your question, Jake? Mr. Wonderful, I already did. I
didn't see that video, but that's pretty interesting.
I haven't released it. But they got raided by the cops.
A lot of people saying Ocean City, Maryland. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Do I sue? I'm sure if I wanted to sue somebody, I would have.
The problem is with suing, he's and myself, we put a bunch of complaints is, the problem is with suing is there are no lawyers, at least here locally, that are willing to take on these people because, especially here in Rhode Island, it's a small state, if you get known as a lawyer that takes these people on, then you're basically blackballed and nobody has the balls or the backbone to do that here, so we have no good lawyers. So Enrique could try to sue all he wants, but we need a great lawyer. I mean, him and I really need to sue for what happened at the Boston Straight Pride Parade. We got press passes. We didn't need press passes. We didn't get arrested. We weren't being disorderly, and we got kicked out. But do you think the ACLU is going to take that case? Who knows? Maybe. We're going to see if they will. But, I mean, we do file complaints for sure. But then it goes sent to internal affairs. And the cops are like, oh, a bunch of cops are acting bad. Let me investigate. Crumble, throw it away. Oh, it looks like we're innocent. So if you guys know any lawyers that would take like a good lawyer, and I'm trying to go back to school next year so I can become a lawyer, just because there's nobody I can trust, and it's not just that too, because I know whistleblowers, I know people with CPS, DCYF, and nobody can find a legit lawyer.
No good lawyers. They don't want to. They don't want to fight the. They don't want to fight freedom, guys, which is ironic because the lawyer's supposed to, keep you free. Why don't we go to New York? We're going to New York very soon. I'm not gonna say when. So the cops that are right here on our live stream right now won't go spoiling our visit.
But we will be there, and we will send y'all. I'm not liberal. I can't speak for him. I believe the Democrats and the Republicans are two wings of the same bird of prey, and I believe we've been choosing the lesser of two evils for a very long time here in this country. And whenever you choose the lesser of two evils, you get evil. I'm neither a Democrat or a Republican. Demand the truth. We're nonpartisan. We're peaceful, and we believe in the Socratic method. That's where I stand. But don't you want cops to show up? Yeah, we want cops to show up, but I don't. No, we don't want cops to show up. We just want to be able to exercise our rights unfringed, unmolested by people, right?
What I want is that if cops do show up, to do the right thing, do the right thing.
Someone's asking
because we're not out there to break the law. We're not out there to be disorderly. We're not out there to disturb the peace. We're out there to exercise our rights. And as you can see, every time we go out there, we find somebody doing the wrong thing. And it's very sad.
There is no retirement in what I do, but guess what? I'd rather fight for a while and for my whole life than I'd rather live on my feet than die on my knees. So forget that.
Do I still have legal cases? No. Everything is done. Finally.
He has audited airports before. So anybody asking, he's audited at least a couple. He actually audited a bunch. He audited Myrtle Beach, Logan. That one, Logan's already up for sure. And trust me, when we're flying around, this guy can't stop. As soon as he sees anything, he starts filming everything. Trust me, this guy does not stop.
Film everywhere. We're on video anywhere, everywhere we go, so I'm just getting my own video.
The anti-gun thing, that was really funny. That was,
Give me my
motherfucking microphone now! And, did you guys see the new video with the dude, with the Antifa? Collaborator! Don't feed the trolls! Don't feed you're a provocateur!
Don't feed the trolls! You're provocateurs!
That guy was so funny, dog.
But then he wanted Antifa to do everything they were doing.
Which amendment is the most important to y'all? I think the first and the second are interchangeable. If you can't really have one without the other. I think they're pretty important. And also the Fourth Amendment is really, really important in my opinion because motherfuckers shouldn't just be able to shake you down and be up in your house and watching what you do, right? I mean, what do you guys think?
I think they're all the whole Bill of Rights, you know, is very important.
Everything. We need all, and they say specifically in the Constitution, anything that is not in this document is not specifically enumerated is reserved for the people. So the Bill of Rights is not a list of things that we have. It's actually a protection against what government can't take from us, and anything that is not in that document is exclusively reserved for us. So it's about freedom overall. You know, do you think it's safe or unsafe to do police audits alone? Enrique's done a bunch of them on his own.
This is definitely risky.
Polite. It's risky though. It's risky because they lied about him. I'm the only person on God's green earth right now that knows when he got arrested in Woonsocket, when I was with him getting arrested. I'm filming it, and then they say he's resistant. They destroyed the tape from outside that was right there, right? And then they still have his thing. Both of my grandfather's dead souls, and I loved him more than anything. He was not resistant, right? And now he's got probation over a year hanging over his head. So not only is it dangerous, but it's even more dangerous for him because he's out there putting his life on line. So
yeah, they deleted the footage and lied during trial. 5 or 6 officers. So police officers will never lie, you know.
Do you guys do re-audits? Yes, we are. We do re-audits, and we're going to go back in a checkup. Matter of fact, the Myrtle Beach local news that covered our story ended up the story with, and it looks like they're going to be coming back soon to do another checkup to see how well they're doing. And guess what? We are. But
we weren't the ones that said that to them, so somebody did say that to them. It wasn't us, because whoever said that was being rude. So I don't know who they spoke with. It wasn't us. But yeah, we are going to do a follow-up audit at the Myrtle Beach City Hall because what they did was out of control, was way out of hand.
They shut down the entire City Hall, and almost every cop except for 2 was there. They surrounded it for people with cameras. Wow. Crazy, sad day in America that day. Didn't even get to see the beach. That's how hard this guy's fighting. People are acting like, oh, Enrique, boy, you should do this, you should do that. Dog, I was 2 blocks from Myrtle Beach. I'd never been there before. I couldn't even put my feet in the sand. He's like, no, we're going to do this. We're going to go audit somewhere else. Oh, and there's a National Guard over here. I'm like, damn, dog, could I just get a
look at this guy. Look at this guy. He said, I think you ran like a pansy when Josh got arrested. Just your opinion. Well, when you have over 150, 200 police officers running and grabbing 36, randomly grabbing
people with batons. You got crazy Antifa, thousands of unhinged people. The funny thing is, everybody likes to criticize, but I didn't see you guys there. I don't see you guys. Everybody that criticizes Auditing's channel, put up an Auditing video yourself. Get out there in front of Antifa with the weapons. I've been there with Antifa, dog. Right? He's been there with Antifa.
Face to face.
You guys do that, and then once you do that, then we'll say, oh, we'll listen to you because you've actually done it. It's like sitting on the couch and be like, oh, Tom Brady, I couldn't believe he overthrew that pass. Guess what? Get the hell in the game, and then we'll maybe consider what the hell you're saying.
Will I ever do a fan meetup? Well, I don't call you guys fans. You know, you guys are my friends. You know, you guys, I consider you guys friends. I'm not a celebrity.
We should all be on the team. This is because it's not Enrique is not a celebrity. Enrique is somebody that fights for our rights. And if we all fight for our rights, we're all on the same team. We won't have to worry about fighting for rights anymore. And then you guys and then we'll take you guys out for some tacos, okay? And beers, okay? Start a TV show? Sure. That'd be great. Sorry, I've had a lot of caffeine today. I'll let Enrique talk.
It's okay. It's okay. We're here to talk. Let's see.
What about the chicken sandwich? Yes, if you do not have a beer, you cannot be a part of Auditing America. So, no, just kidding. I'm not even a part of his group. I'm just myself. He helps me, and I help him if I can. We're two people. We're both individuals that have common interests. He's Auditing America.
I know.
I'm Demand the Truth.
I know we made headline news the other day in South Carolina. They referred to Auditing America as a group. Auditing America is me. You know, I do collaborations with other people that have their own channels. So, Auditing America is not a group. Auditing America. What happened?
There we go. I think we're back.
Okay, sorry guys. I don't know what happened right here with the live stream, but like I was saying, Auditing America is an independent channel. It's just me, and I do collaborations with people that I feel like I trust, like Will Turbitt from Demand the Truth, and Joe Orga from Breaking the Flaw. He's been in many of my videos. Who else? Josh. He's been on my videos. Shout out to Josh, free Josh, by the way. Any questions that you might have, you can ask him.
But keep in mind, anything that happens, like he didn't create me, he didn't create Joa, Josh. These are all of his own people. Like he just moved here not so long ago.
I know these guys have been doing this fight for years, way longer than me.
It's not even about that. No, I'm trying to tell your audience is like, he's not responsible for us. We're all our own adults. So if Joa goes and do something crazy, or if I go and do something crazy, that's not him, right? I can go do crazy stuff all I want. But you guys don't pick that fight with Enrique. Pick that with the people that do that stuff, right? Because I've been a grown-ass man from well before this guy came up to Rhode Island. And I'm still going to be a grown-ass man.
What else? There's 300 people here. How about some of you guys go and hit the like button? There's only 100 likes. What's going on? Just hit the like. Help us out.
Asparagus over Brussels sprouts all day. Will, do I answer questions? Yes. Ask me any question. I'll answer anything. I'm answering any questions. I'll try to shut up, though, because I know you go focus.
What's going on? I'm against the press. How are you, brother?
You should go down to Puerto Rico.
Good to see you. You should send me
Oh, what up, Carlos?
You should send me an email, bro. So that I can send you my number so we could speak.
What's the question, Heat? I'm familiar with SJV News, yeah.
SGV is very good.
I keep an open mind, but maybe, I'm not sure. I'm not a centrist. I'm an anarcho-capitalist, personally. Enrique is actually pretty apolitical, but I'll let him say what he wants if he wants to, but Enrique is just somebody that loves freedom. But I personally am an anarcho-capitalist. I do not believe in force. As a matter of fact, we may be going to a detention center this week. I actually haven't told Enrique about this event, but there is something that we might be doing very soon. There. I thought he had a question, and there was somebody else that had a question there too. I still see people talking about Tow Truck Girl. Look, that's not us, okay? We're friends with them, whatever, but here's the thing.
I'm gonna smoke a cigarette.
They're their own people, so you have to ask them the questions, right? Enrique, you're acting like these people are Enrique's best friends since birth. Enrique just met these people a while ago. You know what I'm saying? Murray Rothbard, yep. Is fighting back in self-defense considered force in your eyes? In my personal opinion, I'm no libertarian or anarchy philosopher, but I believe in self-defense. If someone starts hurting a kid or hurting me or my mom or something like that, then yeah, it's on like Donkey Kong and Sean John in Bhutan wearing Sean John. I don't know, but yes, I believe in self-defense, absolutely. Why did Tow Truck Girl... Look, you have no evidence of this, so just be careful what you say. Anarcho-capitalism is an oxymoron. How do you know? It's Demand the Truth is my channel. How is anarcho-capitalism an oxymoron? That is what she said. Bet this kid has a record too. I do. I have some Al Green records. I have some Africa Bambaataa records. I have some Wu-Tang records. But no, I don't have a criminal record. And even if I did, guess who else has a criminal record? John Bolton. He's destroyed a bunch of countries, but you guys don't give John Bolton a bunch of shit, do you? Right? So, it doesn't make a difference. It's not about the person. It's about the message, right? It's about the message. If we're giving a message of freedom, it doesn't make a difference who I am. So what difference does that make, right? Let's do some more Masonic buildings. Let's go after Podestas too. Yeah, go to my channel, right? So I actually did a few interviews with John Kiriakou. He's an award-winning CIA whistleblower, author, and journalist. And we've talked about pedophilia. We've covered deep state trafficking. I've had Titus Frost on my channel. I've had experts in child trafficking. So yeah, this is something that I do all the time. Absolutely. And that's how it is. So yes, Enrique changed your perspective on things. He's awoken so many people and educated so many people. Enrique is the man, right? Because he's a humble kid. He's a very genuine kid. He's so nice, and he's just nice to people until they show them otherwise. Audit Area 51. Enrique is a boss for sure. How long have I been doing audits? I've been doing the evolution, not the revolution, because the revolution is a full spin back to where you started. I've been doing the evolution for 15 years, but I don't just do audits. I do audit. I've yelled and screamed at cops and audited and all that other stuff, but I also have done protests. We've done park cleanups, homeless drive.
You do audits every day.
I do audits every day.
You're going with your camera and you're asking questions. You're acting as press.
I do audits every day. I just do it in a different way, and I also audit the government officials and everybody. I audit everything.
At the same time you're doing whatever story you're working on,
there's always cops there, and they get up in my face.
People that might be like, get the camera out of my face. So
yep.
At the end of the day, they end up, finding out the truth, which is we have freedom of the press. We're in America. Right?
Exactly. My channel's Demand the Truth, and also I've done some historical firsts on my channel. You guys all saw the coverage we had from the Straight Pride Parade. If you go to my channel, I have the world's first and only sit-down interview between one of the organizers of Straight Pride, as well as an LGBTQIA advocate. And I also have the world's first sit-down interview between a member of Antifa and Resist Marxism. So I will do any and anything non-violently to try to stop the pedophilia going on with the kids, stop the $1 trillion in debt, the illegal wars, the CIA and their skullduggery, the NSA and their spying. So. Diesel life is a joke. Gina is a joke. That is absolutely right. Describe my reaction to 9/11. This is not my channel, and I'm not moderating on my channel. I let anybody say whatever they want. They troll me, and I go right back at them. So I personally, this is not my channel, so I don't have any moderators. I would like to get some wrenches on my channel one day, but I believe it's this person's channel, so anybody can say whatever they want there, and if they don't want to do that, then they don't have to. But I personally don't believe in banning anybody. I'll just let the trolls troll all the day they want. That's fine. I have no problem with that.
Outlaw, his channel is Demand the Truth on YouTube. Find him. Find him on Facebook too.
My reaction to 9/11, someone said 9/11 was most assuredly a lie. Building 7 came down. Free fall speed was broadcast on 3 channels before it was down, saying it was down. It hadn't even collapsed yet. In the background of the shot. The Pentagon, nothing was ever recovered. I could go on and on for days. I have several videos about 9/11 and debates about that on my channel too. But yeah, 9/11 is definitely something that we need to get the issue on. Because if we find out 9/11 truth, it'll stop the wars, it'll stop the TSA, it'll stop the NSA spying, the Patriot Act, the National Defense Authorization Act getting reauthorized every year. If we get 9/11 truth, it ends wars and a lot more.
What do you have to say about the Fall River mayor?
You know, I need to do a little more research into that because this is a very interesting case. He's a young guy. I want to know what the evidence that they have against him.
Tell him what happened. For somebody asked, but I'm sure a lot of people don't know what happened with the Fall River, Massachusetts mayor. He got arrested today.
Yeah, I like Muslims. Yes, I like everybody. There's nobody I'm against except for maybe pedophiles and murderers, rapists, people like that. But so yeah, the mayor out here in Fall River got arrested again, and supposedly for accepting a bribe, $250,000, because we have dispensaries here in Massachusetts. I'm actually in Rhode Island, but right next door in Massachusetts, where you're allowed to smoke weed. It's decriminalized in mass, well, legalized in mass. You can smoke weed recreationally, and according to what's alleged, he basically said, hey, you give me $250,000 and I'll let you set up a dispensary. Now, he just got arrested. This process has yet to be adjudicated. Everyone, like I said at the beginning of this video, is innocent until proven guilty. So could it be this young upstart guy causing trouble in a mob-ridden area? Or could it be really doing some of this terrible stuff and extorting and accepting bribes? I honestly don't know. We're going to have to watch it play out.
Gremlins
all day.
Or Home Alone. That's a tough one. Gremlins or Home Alone. I have to say I'm gonna go with Home Alone. That was my childhood movie. I don't know how I feel about watching the Gremlins when I was a kid.
What's the question? Demand the truth. Put it up again. I didn't see it.
Borrowed time. Where did we meet, bro? Do I date black women? Well, I'm married, but
taken, and so am I. Yeah, but I have no problem with Muslims, black people, Daddy Yankee, Don Omar. None of these people. Football all day over soccer.
How old?
Well, Einstein proved in before 1920 with E equals mc squared that time is relative, time is different on different places, and with quantum physics, quantum non-locality, Schrodinger's cat, and the double slit experiment, it basically proved that time doesn't exist. So I've been basically keeping myself at 25 for a long time since time doesn't exist. Trump or Hillary? Well, Trump is better than Hillary, but they both suck, in my opinion.
Pike Speak, what's up, dude? Thank you for being here, bro. Guys, make sure you check out Pike Speak Auditors from Colorado. He's great.
Some of these comments are hilarious. Cocoa Puffs all day.
Cocoa Pebbles.
All corrupt. Democrat, Republican are all corrupt. They're all corrupt.
Javier, Boricua, de Bayamón.
Nas all day over Jay-Z, Tupac over Biggie, Cannabis over LL Cool J.
Well, good luck on that, Pikes Peak. Good luck on that, bro.
Not all are corrupt, right? Not all politicians are corrupt, but the position of being a government official is inherently immoral, violent, and non-consensual. So it's just because you're not a bad person. I mean, like the Nazis, there were some good Nazis. They were good people, but they were going along with an outstandingly tyrannical system. So you can be a good person all you want, but if you're destroying an entire nation and eliminating an entire race of people, then I don't actually consider you a good person.
Newports all day. That's what's gonna kill me. It's not gonna be the police. Cigarettes.
That's a good question. How to handle demand for an ID in a stop an ID state? You know, it's really tough because it's technically illegal, it's technically unconstitutional, but these people are going to enforce that anyways. What do you think about that? Like, let's say we were in a stop an ID state. What would you do? That's a tough one.
That's just a misleading term to say
Cannabis or Tino XL. I'm
stop
still
an
taking
ID.
cannabis, but Tino XL is really dope too.
Stop
So,
an
yeah,
ID. No problem. Stop an ID. You have to be suspected of a crime, and it applies in all 50 states.
Great point. See, that's why this guy's the expert auditor, and I'm just doing the guy that's doing what I do.
It applies in all 50 states. You have to be suspected of committing a crime in order for you to show, be required to show your identification. Even Puerto Rico, yes.
Why has the left become so anti-constitution? It's just because basically people are brainwashed, right? People are brainwashed into tribalism, into believing things. And what happens is people don't think with their logic. They think about emotional. So when they see that Donald Trump, when they hear the news and the schools and everything saying that Donald Trump is literally Hitler and he's literally a Nazi, I mean, if I really believed that Donald Trump was literally a Hitler and a Nazi, I'd be out there screaming, Nazi go, Nazi go, I'd be doing the same thing too. It's because they're so caught up in their emotion, they're not realizing any logic to things. Cognitive dissonance. I could have said it in 2 words. It's exactly right. And don't get me wrong, I'm no fan of Trump too. Trump's not the greatest thing since sliced bread either, but he's not literally Hitler. He's not even close to that, you know? So cannabis all day, not a question. Hans, what's your question, Hans? My channels demand the truth. Oh, we're going to the Pentagon too. Don't forget, we going to the Pentagon.
That's gonna be a good video. Would I take a taser hit or pepper spray? Well,
don't tase me, bro.
I mean, I wouldn't voluntarily want to. I wouldn't want it to happen, but you know, I have to say I'm in the. I take a risk every time I go out to exercise my dangerous freedoms.
Oh yeah, by the way, someone's saying I'm doing coke. Someone said in another video too. No, I'm antidepressant type of guy. I'm extremely hyped up. I've got a lot of energy. I actually could never and have never done cocaine. I would wild out. I have a lot of energy and passion, right? So people get upset yelling. People like saying, "Oh, well, you got a lot of energy," right? Okay, yeah, I got a lot of energy. Like, people yell at video games, oh, what the hell, crap, oh, people yell at football, oh, what the hell, you dropped that. But I yell when our rights are being taken away and child's getting trafficked, and now I'm crazy. Great. So, yeah, I do have a lot of energy, and I get pissed off when they're stealing our rights and basically trafficking kids, so. It's tough to answer everybody's questions.
What's your
going a mile a minute.
What's your question, toy maker?
I would say Jadakiss or Big L. That's a tough question because Jadakiss was out for way longer? That's a very good question right there. That's a tough one. I actually think Styles P is better than Jadakiss. That's a crazy one, right? Spark that Blizzy. See, yeah, I don't do any coke. I need depressants there. This is a cigar. It's a boy cigar. I respect you for the Jadakiss answer. Okay, what was that question? I'm gonna have to leave in a minute. I do a show Monday through Friday with former NSA agent and Black Panther. So I'm gonna have to get off 11 to midnight Eastern time. QAnon. There are a couple of women auditors. QAnon said that Jeff Sessions is gonna drop the hammer and JFK is gonna shoot the deep state on July 4th parade. None of that stuff happened, so I think Q's got a lot of explaining to do. But it was interesting when him and I went to the Trump rally, and if you were wearing a Q shirt, you weren't allowed in. Hurting 2020, oh boy.
Rhode Island cops have funny boots. Yes, they do. They have a very funny uniform.
All right, guys, I'm gonna peace out. I'm gonna go in the other room and get on my show.
All right, guys.
But go to YouTube/Demand the Truth and Patreon/Demand the Truth. Help a brother out so I can work you full time.
Subscribe to Demand the Truth on YouTube.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for being here. Shout out to all the auditors here tonight. Thank you guys for everything you do. Have a good one. Take care.